What's going on, guys? So today I kind of want to talk about another verse that we tend to take out of context and give y'all some context to it. And so the verse today is going to be in Philippians, which is a fire book today. And I'd actually challenge you guys to, if you can figure out which verse I'm going to read that is taken out of context a lot before I get there. It's a very popular verse, so I assume you guys will probably know. And obviously, I don't know exactly how to get back to Philippians in this Bible. All right, I'm there. Just so y'all can see, I got this thing marked up. Philippians was wild. It was a wild ride. But okay, so the verse is in Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. So that is the verse we usually take out of context, and I'll read it here. It says, I am able to do all things through him who strengthens me. Him being Jesus Christ. Now, the complicated part there, Now, the complex part there is that a lot of times we hear that in a setting where we're usually trying to say that we can do all the things that we're striving for, right? Whether that be the new house, the new job, the new car, the whatever it is, right? We can do all things through Christ who strengthens us, right? But if we read the verse right before it, I think it adds a lot of context to what Paul is actually talking about overall. And I think is actually a more freeing concept, but I'll read verse 12 and then I'll read 13 right after just to give you the full picture. But Philippians chapter 4, verse 12 and 13, it says, It says, of course I'm messing it up now. Okay, so Philippians chapter 4, verse 12 and 13 together says, I know how to make do with little, and I know how to make do with a lot. In any and all circumstances, I have learned the secret of being content, whether well-fed or hungry, whether in abundance or in need. I am able to do all things through him who strengthens me. And so when I read that, I thought that was super freeing because it told me that that the verse isn't about the thing that I'm trying to get, like God or Jesus Christ strengthening me towards the thing that I'm striving for, right? But no, I asked myself, what if Jesus is strengthening me to be content exactly where I am? Because if we learn how to be content no matter where we are, then we're not going to take anything for granted. Because if I'm content right here in these four walls, I'm going to also learn to be content when I have more, or even if I end up with less, I'm going to learn the secret of being content because Christ is strengthening us wherever we are. And so that just seemed a lot more freeing than usually how we read it, where it's like, he's strengthening me towards whatever it is I'm trying to do. And a lot of times, that's just our own work that we're just doing, trying to get to where we're trying to go. And then we kind of just throw Christ on it, like, yeah, he's strengthening me for this. But then that can easily be flipped, because then if you don't end up going where you're trying to go, you might blame Christ and not the fact that you just didn't put in enough resumes, right? Or you didn't put in enough applications. But still, so that is what I think about that verse. And I think it's really cool. And I think it kind of gives us a lot of context and a lot of freedom, because it's not about where you're trying to go. It's about right where you are. And Christ is strengthening you and building your character right where you are, whether you just started this race or you're 50 years in. So I hope that's encouraging to somebody out there. It was encouraging to me. Blessings. Peace.